to Boston. Located on the Atlantic coast of Massachusetts, we find a city rich in history. The city is made up of a mix of new buildings and old, as well as dozens of colleges and universities. We'll start at the center of the city, at a park known as Boston Common. This large green space, located in the central part of downtown, provides a nice area for walking, running, having a picnic, or just enjoying the scenery. Boston Common is also home to the Visitor Center, which is a great place to pick up maps and information about things to do. You can also buy tickets for hop-on, hop-off trolley tours that take you around the city. Statues and fountains are scattered about the park, as well as a lot of friendly squirrels. There is a nice pond near one end, complete with a bridge and some little boats to paddle around in. This is also where the Freedom Trail begins. This self-guided tour of historical Boston is marked by 2 rows of red bricks. These bricks will lead you 2.5 miles past 16 of Boston's most prominent historical sites. The Freedom Trail is a great way to get you started exploring Boston. It will lead you along, allowing you to see the city without having to stare at a map and worry about getting lost. The North End is widely known as the oldest neighborhood in Boston. As it is the Italian capital of the city, this is where you will find some of the best food. Restaurants and cafes lie in the streets, and wonderful smells pour out their open windows. The North End is also where you will find the Paul Revere House. You can tour this historic house and museum for just a small fee. Aside from the many restaurants in the North End, Quincy Market is another great place to eat. Inside, you'll find tons of different food vendors to choose from. You can have fun buying from a variety of places to satisfy whatever you're hungry for. Prices are cheap too, so it's a great place to eat on a budget. Now we'll take a look at some of the many universities in and around Boston, beginning with Harvard, the most famous and prestigious. This Ivy League school has some beautiful castle-like buildings on campus, as well as a nice downtown area called Harvard Square, where you will find fun shops, restaurants, and cafes. Boston University is another college worth touring. It's located right along the Charles River and makes for a nice walk. With its picturesque brownstone-style student housing, it's sometimes easy to forget you're on a college campus. Boston College is another gorgeous old school. Almost every one of its buildings looks and feels like a cathedral. While you're in the area, don't skip visiting the Massachusetts coast. You might decide to take a day trip down the shoreline, or even venture out to the tip of Cape Cod. Wherever you go, it's bound to be beautiful, and if it's warm, you might even want to take a swim in the ocean. Woods Hole and the Knobska Point Lighthouse is a nice area to explore. There's an amazing view from the lighthouse, and you can also climb down the rocks to the water. Quistit Harbor has a nice hike out the peninsula called the Knob. At the very point, there is a clearing that would be a great spot for a picnic. Again, the view is incredible, and it is a relaxing escape from the hustle of city life.